Shubon and Guru in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the player who was linked with Arsenal for so many days, not only with Arsenal, Liverpool as well, Timo Werner, has decided against a move to Liverpool and will most likely be moving to Chelsea. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea have done it yet again. Timo Werner has agreed to join Chelsea, and it is coming from Fabrizio Romano. Well, one of the most trusted sources on the internet has actually opened and pulled the plug on Liverpool by saying that Timo Werner is definitely going to join Chelsea. But more on it. Arsenal's provisional televised fixture list. Wednesday, June 17th, Arsenal shall play Manchester City. And June 20th, Saturday, will be Brighton versus Arsenal. On Tuesday, it will be Southampton versus Arsenal. And on Thursday, it will be Arsenal versus Norwich City. So we are definitely going to see. These are the provisional four games Arsenal will be facing. But more on it. Let's move on. Daniel Levy has called for talks to find a way to get fans back into the stadiums after Tottenham were forced to take a £175 million loan from the Bank of England. Well, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium Limited has taken the finance available through the government's CCFF scheme to help the club through the financial turmoil caused by the coronavirus pandemic. But with social distancing measures likely to remain in place for months to come, Spurs chairman says it is vital for live events industries to come up with a plan with the government which could ease the cash crisis. Well, Levy said, "We have always run this club on a self-sustaining commercial basis. I said as early as 18th March that in all my 20 years at the club, there have been many hurdles along the way, but none of this magnitude. The COVID-19 pandemic has shown itself to be the most serious of them all. It is imperative that we now all work together, scientists, technologists, the government, and the live event sector, to find a safe way to bring spectators back to sport and entertainment venues." Well, the Premier League plan to show fans celebrating goals on big screens to give sense of atmosphere. Well, they're trying everything, yeah? They're doing every bit, but let's see. Arsenal are keeping a close eye on Julian Draxler's situation. Arsenal and an unnamed English club are very interested in Draxler. German international's contract expires in 2021. Hertha Berlin are currently leading the race for Julian Draxler and having already submitted a contract proposal to Julian Draxler. However, it will be difficult for Hertha Berlin to match the player's salary demands because that is going to be huge. And Julian Draxler is actually set to join Hertha Berlin for a fee in the region of £20 million. But let's see. Well, Chelsea are closing in on a deal for RB Leipzig striker Timo Werner and are set to meet his release clause. Well, the Blues, who have been tracking him, actually, it could be a deal. Well, initially it was said that he would be agreeing a five-year deal worth 200k a week. But let's see. I think it could be more, but we'll let you know. But moving on. Valencia star that Ferran Torres has hinted he would be happy to sign a new contract at Valencia after revealing he is settled at the club. The 20-year-old, who has been reportedly quoted by Arsenal and Liverpool, with Real Madrid and Barcelona keeping tabs on his situation, as the Spain under-21 international only has a year left on his contract. Well, moving on. Arsenal youngster Alfie Matthews has posted a teasing message on his Instagram feed suggesting that he could be set to seal an exit from the Emirates. Well, the 18-year-old plays for Ghana's under-18s side in the under-18 Premier League and has been showing flashes of his potential this season, scoring 5 times in 15 league matches. Well, here's what he actually shared. "Another good session today. We keep pushing towards this big move." What is it? What is he actually trying to do? I think it's a cryptic message about something. Alfie, you need to be more clear about it. But moving on. Well, Kai Havertz is open to Manchester United move in the summer transfer window. Havertz views a move to the Premier League as a very realistic option at the end of the season, with United and Arsenal and Liverpool as one of the many sides by his recent performances are impressed. The 20-year-old midfielder has established himself as one of the top young talents in Europe this season and has been in irresistible form since the return of the Bundesliga last month. Well, moving on. Mikel Arteta, on playing without fans at the Etihad, says we don't know the energy that is going to be generated around the stadium. Certainly, they are going to be able to listen to me better than when we have crowds. Moving on. Supporters watching at home would be projected into their team's ground at appropriate moments so that atmosphere is generated for players and broadcast viewers. It has been described as live reaction from the living room. Well, moving on. Well, Arsenal fans are delighted by the Timo Werner news because everyone is thinking since Timo Werner has signed in for Chelsea, it could be possible that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang would not be courted by Chelsea because they were monitoring Aubameyang's situation if they could not land a first-class centre forward. But finally, Chelsea have made it that Timo Werner, within few days, he would be signing a new deal for Chelsea. So let's see. Well, Premier League planned to show fans celebrating goals on big screens, but also the idea for netting on sets for club flags and slogans. Impressive examples shown at the meeting. So let's see. Mesut Ozil has spoken about it. He says, "I've had people tell me where my home is, what my identity is. 6 years at Arsenal have shown me that home isn't a building or lines on a map or even a place. Home is a feeling that tells you truly belong, a feeling that I have found at Arsenal." And he says, "At this club, you're part of a community brought together by a single love. When you're at Arsenal, you are never alone. You are part of something bigger. That's the deal. I would never leave that." Well, well, Eddie Nketiah recently said, obviously, it's difficult times for everyone. So hopefully, if we are able to get back playing, be able to put a smile on the fans' faces, even if they are not able to come to the matches, it will give them something to do at home. Truly said Eddie. I mean, that's really beautiful. Well, moving on. Alan Smith says top players want to be at Champions League clubs. At the moment, Arsenal aren't in that category, and this is where Arteta has a huge job on his hands to change the perception of Arsenal and, more importantly, to make them a better side to lift them back into the top four. Well, talking about it more from Alan Smith, he says it won't be easy as to do that. You need quite a lot of money and probably more than Arsenal have got. But Arteta is a manager of authority who has won his squad over. He will improve the players, but Aubameyang will be wondering if he has the time and patience to hang about. Well, the two of the biggest sources who are close to Orkun Kokchu have said that there is interest in the player from Arsenal before the coronavirus pandemic, but the ideal is not imminent. Ideally, the deal is not imminent at the moment. Any deal, if it occurs, will be based very heavily on bonus incentives and items, and it is expected to include an item that makes Feyenoord due for a share of any future sale. So they would want to be getting a bigger piece of the pie. Well, moving on. Exclusive detail talking about Timo Werner. Well, there was a meeting between between Solskjaer and Klopp. They met Timo Werner, and Liverpool actually withdrew. So RB Leipzig showed a shift. Paul Labile Pogba has been ended, and the doubt is completely over. They were looking for a centre forward, but definitely not Timo Werner. And also, Chelsea are ready to pay the release clause. And talking about the vitals, the biggest reason Lampard has been very much important and in signing Timo Werner. But the Premier League are reportedly fully considering calls to pull the plug on Newcastle's £300 million takeover. The Public Investment Fund and dealmaker Amanda Staveley were hoping to complete the deal that would finally see Mike Ashley relinquish control. But Premier League executive Richard Masters has been contacted by lawyers representing the fiance of murdered Jamal Khashoggi. Well, let's see. Everyone's fighting for it because nobody wants this kind of takeover. Well, talking about it, Arteta is keen to add another right back to challenge Hector Bellerin and Norwich. Max Aarons is a player Arsenal have admired for some time, but he's likely to prove too expensive for Arsenal's reach. Let's see if Arsenal can get him or not. Well, even if Arsenal don't qualify for the Champions League, they will still look to sign Thomas Partey and could try to tempt Atletico Madrid into a swap deal. So that could be something more. Well, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes to this platform every single day, twice. So subscribe, help this channel reach 5,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.